Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the multitude of men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. I'm the brother Dama Agabar here with another lesson, the Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai. All right, and I was watching this video from Arrows of Indignation. Subscribe and be edified. With this little quick video that he titled, Bishop Nate, please explain what's coming next with Bible scriptures. All right, I'm pretty sure that's what it says. All right. And one thing that we constantly push here at Great Millstone is the mark of the beast, which is the micro C-hip, and as you can see, the system that this devil is implementing, is going to lead just to that. See, and this is why everything is going cashless. Okay, like I did in previous videos. Now, starting this year, if you want to go to particular baseball stadiums, football stadiums, I know the Lakers stadium, which is the crypto arena. They're all going cashless, okay? You can't buy anything inside of those places of business unless you have some form of, it's all just cashless. You got to have some form of technology or cashless type of payment, whether it's your Apple Wallet, your, debit card, credit card, something that's, cashless. All right, the zoo is going cashless, and what they're doing is when you go to a lot of these places that are cashless, like the zoo, or pretty soon a lot of these stadiums, what they're going to start having now are these cash for, you can pay cash to get a debit card. All right, and what they're going to start doing is charging you transactions for using cash, which pretty much, they're going to start charging you so much and start charging you more money to use cash till eventually it's not even going to be convenient to use cash anymore. All right. Like we always say, all roads are going to lead to, this cashless society. But first, they're going to, break you out of that habit of using cash. You see, and that's why, the BlackRock and the, these elites, they're buying up all of these businesses. All of these companies are all being brought up by these elites to go cashless. So they're going to force you into a cashless society, whether you want to accept it or not, because we know that once everything is cashless, everything is digital. Once they bank the unbanked and they get everybody on this digital beast system, that you won't be able to transact or do anything outside of the control of these elites. All right, because when you have cash, there's particular things that can't be traced or monitored. You can make sales, you can barter, you can trade, you can operate financially, basically without the government really having, eyes and ears on what you're spending your money on. You see, but with the advent of this new digital beast system, everything will be tracked and traced, and you will be basically forced to be a slave to this man's society. All right, this is why he wants to bring a CBDC in. This is why he wants to have everybody on a universal basic income type of system so that he can have complete and total control. You see, but first they're going to slowly start making cash to be more and more obsolete. Be prepared for more businesses that you go to that's not going to take cash, or they're going to charge you even 10%, 20% to use cash, so that basically, like I said, eventually it won't be convenient anymore to have cash. You'll be penalized for using cash, or totally just your cash won't be accepted. And they're doing that in a lot of these places around the world, man. You see, so hey, we see where these things are headed. So I'm gonna play a couple minutes of this little quick video and drop one precept, and Lord willing, you can be edified, man. But hey, this system, these devils are rolling it out, man. All right, and they're just one crisis away from ultimately bringing in a complete cashless digital beast system that these elites want to implement. So I'm gonna play this.
Now, today I want to break down a story that's not actually happening here in the U.S., but many people are concerned that this is just a matter of time before many companies, even states, and even the federal government is going to decide.
You see, but it is happening here. Like I said, I've done lessons where particular ballparks, baseball stadiums, and football stadiums, they don't take cash there. All right, you got to pay by card, or crypto or your Apple Wallet or Apple Pay. They just literally don't take cash whatsoever. You know? Now, of course, some of these grocery stores, still stores here in America, still take cash as legal tender, but we know that it's getting to the point to where these things are no longer going to be, they're no longer going to start accepting cash pretty soon. All right?
That cash is a thing of the past, and now it's time to go cashless. So today I want to break down what's going on, how this is going to impact us in the future, why many businesses say going with cash is actually a bad idea. So the story that I want to bring you today, it's actually out of the UK. It's this one right here. Tesco bans cash transactions across UK in huge store shakeup. Says the supermarket chain claims the move will cut customer waiting times and improve shopping experience.
And you see, and that's just an excuse that they're using, all right? And when you watch this video, I think they said, it's only a 4-second difference from using cash and using your card as a form of payment. All right. You see, but they're just using this as an excuse to make things seem more convenient, to reduce time, to make things faster. But, it's all just a cap to basically to force everybody into this new beast system, man. And see, like I said, right now, it's still kind of up in the air. You still can use cash, but they're going to make it to where they're going to make using cash totally illegal, man. To where eventually they're going to just crash this dollar as a whole. And when they come with this new system, cash will be a thing of the past. It won't exist. All right. If you want to receive your handout, you want to receive your CBDC, you want to operate in the private and the public sector, you want to get on a bus, you want to travel, you want this, you want that, you're going to have, all of your digital identification and requirements all up to par. And if you want to receive your stimulus, if you want to receive your handout, your Section 8, your government assistance, if you want to be able to, have anything, you're going to have to, get into this new digital beast system, man. All right. The financial system as we know it will be a thing of the past pretty soon there. But now they're just gradually and slowly, working people into this whole, digital system, in which, like I say all the time, it is convenient to just have a card, not having to pull out cash, not having to have, count this much dollar and do all this. You can just tap your card and pay for your transactions. Yeah, it's convenient right now. But at the same time, we know eventually where this whole system is going to go. All right. And it's not going to be nice. But like I said, these things that they're doing is just, them funneling everybody eventually into this new system.
Here's what I think is interesting. Whenever I go into certain stores and they tell me, sorry, we don't accept that type of cash. We don't accept hundreds. Okay. Many stores will not accept a $100 bill.
You see, and them doing that, not taking hundreds, not taking 50s, only taking 20s is basically them conditioning you to stop using cash at particular stores, because pretty soon they're phasing out bigger bills, $100 bills, $50 bills. Eventually they're not going to take $20 bills anymore. Right. They want you to start using these little small increments of cash so that they're slowly weaning you off of using cash. Having companies not take $100 bills, $20. So they're kind of forcing you to eventually just get with the times and just, if you don't have a bank account, they're going to force you eventually to have to go get a bank account, or they're going to have you, get you a Cash App card, get you some type of banking financial system to where you're going to have to go digital. You're going to have to, get rid of cash and transact the way that they want you to transact. OK, if pretty soon, you're not going to be able to go nowhere using cash. You're going to have to basically accept this new system or be left behind or be excluded from operating inside of society. You see?
Now, what's interesting is I went to a KFC just earlier this week, and my total came up to $98. I paid, of course, with 100. Guess what they told me? Sorry, we don't accept hundreds. I said, okay, no, not a problem. That's fine. I paid with 250s. Guess what they told me after I handed them 250s? Sorry, we do not take anything over a $20 bill. Yeah, it's getting to that point where stores used to take hundreds, they take 50s. Now, $20 or less is what they would accept. Yeah, they are slowly going cashless. But here's what I think is interesting. Stores don't want to accept cash. Okay? They say it increases the transaction times of customers, and that if you just pay with a card, it would be much faster and it would be more smooth. Well, I went into another store just yesterday, and they charged me $2.50 to use my debit card.
Yeah, see, that's what I said earlier. Now they're going to start penalizing you for using cash. Okay, if you want to use cash, well, they're going to charge you extra money to pay with cash, man. Like I said, which will eventually frustrate you, which will eventually not be worth it, which eventually is going to cost you more money in the long run, which will eventually force you to, just be like, what the hell with it? I'll just go along with the plan and use this and stop using cash, man. You see? And this is, the way that they're going to eventually, one of the ways they're going to eventually force everybody to just stop doing away with cash. Make it be so much of a burden and it's so inconvenient that you don't want to be inconvenienced by this shit, man. You see? These devils are crafty demons and devils, man, because we know it's all part of the agenda.
Yeah. Didn't matter if it's a debit card or a credit card, it was going to cost $2.50 extra. However, they did take cash. However, you could only pay with 5s, 10s, or 20s. No 1s, no 50s, no 100s. That's what they were going to accept. Again, stores are putting restrictions on what you can pay with and pay for. Now, here's what I think is interesting. Look at this right here. Now, they've done different studies on this, and I wanted to pull this up because I'm pretty sure this Tender Greens business, they're out of business. Okay, but it says salad chains Tender Greens and Sweetgreen found similar benefits from going cashless. Tender Greens estimates that cash transactions are 4 to 5 seconds slower than card transactions. And Sweetgreens found that its cashless locations process 5 to 15% more.
And you see, and they're doing this with everything, This is why they're having smart this, smart that. This is why they're making these cars that don't have keys anymore. They got the little fobs, They're making these apartment buildings in these 15-minute cities with all of this Internet of Things technology to where eventually, the technology is going to go eventually inside of you, man. All right. It's not going to be cool to have bulky keys in your pocket or have a wallet in your back pocket or a purse or, to have keys where you got to, to where you have to manually open your door or open your car door or open your house door. All right. Pretty soon you'll just swipe your hand up to the, to the door or to this or to that, and boom, instant gratification, instant access, instant, results, man. You see, it's all a part of the agenda, man, but this is where everything is headed.
Transactions per hour. So here's what I think is interesting. It takes 4 to 5 seconds longer to do a cash transaction. 4 to 5 seconds. That's not much to pay with cash. But here's where we're going now. And this is why many Americans are furious. I experienced this the other day, and again, I was caught off guard. Look at this, though. Memphis Zoo, as of today, as of August 26th, 2024, is now rolling out a new cashless policy. Yeah, the Memphis Zoo. But it's this that I thought was, somewhat shocking. New York State Fair is using reverse ATMs, or what many people have called cash-to-card kiosks. Now, how do these work? And then I'm explaining my story. Well, look at this right here.
You load money into a kiosk like you see here, and within seconds, you can get a receipt confirming.
You see where he's at? He's not at the zoo. He's at the, I think that's the Montreal Blue Jays. He's at a baseball stadium, man. You see? So if you want to go buy jerseys, you want to go here, you want to go there, you do have cash, guess what? You can use the reverse ATM. Just another way for them to make cash more, like I said, to charge you more. So here it is. Let's say if you wanted to get paid $200, you're going to end up paying more than $200 because they're going to charge you a fee for using that reverse ATM. Just more of a tool and a gradual way to force people, from stop using cash. And we know eventually, ATMs, because eventually they're going to let you use your cell phones for these transactions, use your card. But eventually those things are going to be a thing of the past. They're going to stamp all of that out. And what's going to be the end all be all.
Many anywhere where those cards are accepted.
Salakia. See? So we know eventually where all this is going, man. This is Revelation 13-16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see? And we know that word mark is the charagma, man. You see, this is why all of this gradual little things that they're doing, these little steps to phase out cash, to make everything go digital, you know, set up CBDCs, to set up, you know, if you want government assistance, you want to travel, you want to do this, you want to do that, it's all going to be eventually in this new MOTBB system, man. But when it's all said and done, it's going to eventually, the technology will be inserted inside of you in your right hand or in your forehead via your micro C-hip, man. You see, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. And right now they're starting it, telling you now, look, if you're using cash, you're not going to be able to buy or sell pretty soon in the near future, man. You're going to have, you know, the digital transaction, you know, system in order for you to buy or sell. And we know that's going to eventually be done away with until eventually everything will be inside of you, man. Everything will be in the form of a micro C-hip. All of your information, all of your records. You know, it's going to go from, you know, physical to paper Social Security cards, physical, actual plastic driver's licenses, to those things being put, you know, in a digital form where you can store it on your cell phone, on these apps, till eventually that's going to evolve into all that information and all those you know, that identification, your biometrics, your banking information, your latest shot record, medical record identification will all be inserted inside of your right hand or in your forehead via this charagma, man. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that's dealing with Esau, Edom, and this new system that he's implementing, man. So, hey, man, they, you know, hey, you other Israelite groups, man, y'all gonna have to answer a lot of questions. Y'all gonna have a lot of blood on your hands, man. All right, when this thing is made mandatory, and starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, when we've been found to be 100% right about the MOTB, and you were wrong, man. So don't, you know, hey, man, don't fall asleep. Don't be duped. Don't be deceived, man. Hey, the Lord is making this thing plain and undeniable to see, unless, of course, you sold out. You're a sellout to Esau, Edom. You sold out to the devil, or the Lord has just ultimately blinded you from being able to see and understand the truth. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.